December, we first reported on the Ad Media Box the latest innovation from lyconet and myworld, why this product is actually called SmartyBox, as well as why our research leads to Poland, and much more can now be found out here in the first of 3 parts on BTV with Caroline Weifels. The story begins with the Polish business duo Krzysztof Bialasz and Lukasz Jasinski. For several years, the two men had developed a concept and the technology of a TV box for paid and individualized viewing of advertisements. Especially since the advertising of products on the internet has been customized for a long time thanks to increasingly intelligent algorithms, the concept of being paid as a consumer for this is truly groundbreaking. It is the 23rd of November 2020. Lukasz Jasinski, business partner of Krzysztof Bialasz, writes an email after a phone call with Krzysztof Karina, one of the biggest marketers of myworld Poland, hoping for a cooperation with lyconet and myworld. On the 2nd of December 2020, there was a meeting with Marcin Bienkowski, a marketer on lyconet level 8, where they presented the SmartyBox to him. At this meeting, they showed a PowerPoint presentation and they sent it via email, where they explained how the SmartyBox and its technology could be combined with the business model of myworld Cashback World. The following day, a meeting was scheduled at the myworld office in Krakow, attended by Krzysztof Bialasz, Lukasz Jasinski, and the Polish lyconet marketers Piotr Mura, Krzysztof Karina, and Rafał Kacprek. There, they held another detailed presentation of the SmartyBox. Until January 23rd, everything was passed on internally at myworld. There was another meeting with Hubert F and his wife, where also Krzysztof Bialasz, Marcin Bienkowski, Jarosław Golawski, as well as Lukasz Jasinski were present. The next meeting was held on February 9th in Graz, this time with Mario Reggia, the well-known Austrian lyconet myworld top marketer, where the SmartyBox technology was discussed and presented once again. In addition, a first calculation was made. Thereupon, towards the end of February, the discussed information as well as further details were sent to Mario Reggia via WeTransfer. This was followed by another meeting in Graz on the 22nd of March, where a demonstration of the SmartyBox in combination with myworld Cashback was presented and the proposal was discussed. In addition, the Polish entrepreneur duo handed over a prototype of the SmartyBox to the myworld representatives. Since the meetings progressed positively, Jasinski mailed the first draft of the non-disclosure agreement to the secretary of myworld founder Hubert F on April 14, 2021, which also included a non-competition clause. 2 days later, this agreement was signed by Marko Sydownik and Krzysztof Bialasz in an additional meeting with Hubert F, Piotr Mura, Mario Capun, Hans-Christian Neuhold, and Lukasz Jasinski. Beforehand, however, there were certain inconsistencies regarding the agreement, as at first, it seemed that the agreement was not available in printed form, whereupon the two Polish businessmen wanted to break off the meeting. Suddenly, a printed copy was available after all. This was then signed by both parties, whereby Hubert F wanted to keep the original document for himself. However, the two businessmen did not agree to this. At the myworld 360 Code Lab in Warsaw, there was another presentation of the Smarty technology. At the beginning of May, a larger meeting was held in Graz, where the proposal to link the SmartyBox with cryptocurrencies was implemented. Then, a SmartyBox was sent to Mario Reggia so that he could present it to lyconet marketers. Next, on May 18, 2021, the legal status regarding the SmartyBox was sent to Sharif Omar, as well as the copyright was clarified in an email. The following day, the parties negotiated. A rough scheme was drawn up by handwriting, but it was not justifiable for the Smarty T-commerce entrepreneurs. Smarty T-commerce submitted the final offer to Hubert F by mail on May 25th. At the end of July, a 2-day negotiation with Krzysztof Bialasz, Lukasz Jasinski, Rafał Piecha, Hubert F and Sharif Omar followed, during which, among others, it was offered that Smarty could be remunerated with e-credits. Last, Hubert F offers the businessmen and inventors of the SmartyBox on July 31st, 2021 via WhatsApp €2 million for their product and the rights added. When asked what exactly was to be covered financially with the €2 million, the delaying tactics familiar to Freidel began. After that, the contact was only sporadically and exclusively via WhatsApp. No further offers were made, and as well the original plan was never carried out. As always, they had plenty of excuses ready because they were playing out later. You will find out more about this in part 2 of our Smarty Box series. That was Caroline Wijfels for BETV.